What's up YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to make the perfect placement. All right guys, so if you're new to my channel or you haven't been following me, I am Ben Nader. I talk about recruiting on this channel all day long. And if you're not in our Facebook group, Recruiter Empire, link in the description of this video. Join the Facebook group. There's 12,000 recruiters in there. We talk about recruiting and staffing all day long. So if you're researching or getting into this business, it's the group for you. Again, it's called Recruiter Empire, link in description, and let's get into the video. All right guys, so here's the main thing. Don't try to match somebody into a position that they are overqualified for. Also, on the flip side, do not try to match someone into a role that they are underqualified for. Now I get it, you're like, Ben, that's super ABC, that's kindergarten, right? That's rule number one in recruiting. But so many recruiters get this wrong, and this is where they fail. This is where bad recruiters happen, right? You don't want to be a bad recruiter. You want to make a lot of money in recruiting. So you really got to understand the nuances behind making a good placement, making the perfect placement. And that involves those two items to begin with. And let's get in depth even more. Watch to the end. I really think this is going to up your recruiting game hardcore. Like I said, at the end of the day, recruiters are not just matchmakers. They're really good matchmakers, meaning they make perfect matches every time, and it works in three people's favor: the client, the candidate, and yours. Just like everything in recruiting, this all starts with your client, right? You need to understand exactly what your client's needs are and exactly how to match them. For example, if your client is in finance and they need someone that's gonna be an accountant or a CPA, whatever, and that person needs to know a very specific piece of software that they're gonna be using consistently from front to end. They need to know it really well, like they've got 4 years of experience using it. Don't try to half-ass it and find somebody that half-ass knows the software. Find somebody that knows that software full on, they've actually used it for 4 years, they can demonstrate they've used it, right? Look up some stuff on YouTube or Google and find out exactly what it's about. Ask them questions in an interview about it to make sure that this person is an 80% plus fit, so that when you actually set them up for an interview with your client, you know your client's gonna be like, oh, they did their job, they actually found me the right fit, the person that needs the actual software and knows it and can use it. Like I said at the beginning, don't try to fit overqualified candidates into underqualified roles. And the same goes for vice versa, right? Do not do that. It's just not gonna be a perfect match. And at the end of the day, stuff will happen to all three parties, right? All three parties will lose eventually. The client will be happy for maybe 3 months until the candidate leaves. The candidate is gonna be disgruntled because they'll be in a role that they're being underpaid for, they'll be undervalued for, and you will lose because your reputation is on the line. It's basically super disrespectful to all three parties involved in this game. Top talent needs to go wherever top opportunity lives. And that's exactly where you take them. See, this is also where recruiting and staffing gets really fun, because it's such a dynamic market that you can actually create your own opportunities. For example, if you want to be placing at high opportunity roles, you need to be outreaching to high opportunity niches, right? IT, finance, legal, high level medical, right? Those items are gonna fly. They're gonna be high level. They're gonna be where you're gonna be able to place the best talent, top talent, and you'll also collect top fees. When you begin to do this, you'll go out and you'll find top tier candidates that are gonna be a for sure fit. They're gonna be for sure valued, and your client's gonna be happy, candidate will be happy, you'll be happy, everything's gonna work at that level. As a really good recruiter, you wanna be taking a candidate and utilizing their full potential and purpose in whatever role that you're actually putting them in. This is incredibly important. Purpose and potential is everything. And if it's not being used by anyone in any business, purpose specifically, right? That's what life is all about. If you're not living out your purpose, what are you doing, right? So you've got to be doing something that's purposeful to you. And if that candidate is not in a purposeful role, living out their purpose, doing work that's behind their purpose, it's not gonna be a good fit and you're not doing your job as a good recruiter. This is exactly why I put so much emphasis on good clients, bad clients, also good candidates, bad candidates, right? Because at the end of the day, it's so dynamic as a game, and you just have to learn that dynamic game very, very well. If there's one thing that you take away from this entire video, it's that making a simple match won't cut it. Making the perfect match will cut you lots and lots of checks. Hey, so if this was valuable for you, please go ahead and smash that like button. Be in our Facebook group, link in description. It's called Recruiter Empire. Be sure to be in there, and also subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.